problem is that I'm in a different city every weekend and I'm working all the time and I'm an inconvenient.
Why are you in a different city every weekend?
Dad, I feel like you don't know what's going on in my life at all.
But you were in college for 4 years. How could you be in a
Do you
different...
not know what I did for 6 months? Like, it's actually disrespectful how little.
In the last 6 months of 3-4 years, beta.
But Dad, even before that, I've been literally like going all over the place with Mom. Like I've been in a different city every summer working. It's so hurtful to me actually. Like, this is hurtful to me. I feel like sometimes I do feel like, how do you not know that for an entire 8-month period of my life, I was actually on the road? It wasn't just Zarna was doing shows. I was at every single one.
Hello, namaste. Welcome to the Zarna Garg family podcast. So excited to have all 5 Gargs in the house. It is going to be heated today. I'm telling you right now. You don't want to share this episode with anybody. Let me get right into it. Introduce my family. My husband of 26 years, Wall Street veteran, Shalab Garg. My daughter, who's a college graduate, Zoya Garg. My son, who's a freshman, just finished freshman in college, Bridge Garg. And my little one, my middle schooler, Veer Garg. Today's topic is sizzling hot. Are you ready for this? We are going to talk about frenemies. Who has them? How do we deal with them? What are the telltale signs? What are the signature moves? What are the defense mechanisms? Now, quite frankly, I'm going to be a quiet one during this episode because I have
none.
We're
tired of this. All right, I'm jumping in. Listen, the idea of frenemies is actually getting way too absurd from you guys. Frenemy, it doesn't mean the second somebody doesn't support you, that doesn't automatically cast them as a frenemy.
Yes.
And Didi
Also,
and Mom,
I think it's
everybody as a frenemy.
Bridge, I think it's a women problem, not a man problem.
Yeah.
I
think
Dad,
that
you
frenemies.
have more frenemies than anyone I've ever seen.
What are you talking about? I only have one close friend that I've had since high school.
I'm pretty sure that person is a frenemy.
Why is that person a friend?
I
That
don't
is
know.
really mean.
I guess
That
we
is
need to
really
define-
mean.
We need to define what a frenemy is.
Yeah.
What is a
I agree.
frenemy?
A frenemy-
Anybody who doesn't agree with me is a frenemy for sure.
That is not, Mom, that is completely ridiculous. We live in America. Everyone is allowed to have an opinion. They can disagree.
I mean, I disagree with you, so I'm your frenemy.
I mean,
hardly disagree with you anything.
there are times when I wonder. I'm not kidding. There are times when I have been like, is he on my side or is he on his own side?
I mean, you have all these weird, idiotic ideas. What are you supposed me to do?
See, okay,
Idiotic idea.
okay,
Idiotic
case
is a
closed.
strong word. Idiotic is a strong
Like,
word. Horrible, stupid.
Do you
as well.
see what?
Not idiotic.
Okay, oh, that made it
No,
better.
sorry, not
Oh,
stupid.
no.
Not stupid.
Why don't you
Like,
just say stupid woman ideas?
Zoya,
Just say it, Shalab.
give me a word from classics that is less sort of
To
aggressive,
be honest, I
but
do
means
think
stupid.
You are sounding more just like an enemy, period.
Yes, exact. See what I live with, people? Do you guys?
Can you tell me what word they would use in the ancient Rome
But
to
what are
characterize
you
someone?
trying to describe with Mom?
That she's just sometimes really stupid about ideas.
Well, I don't know what eloquent word you want me to substitute for.
Okay, I think generally frenemies is fully a woman problem because I really don't see guys being
I think it
frenemies
is a
with each
woman
other.
problem.
That is okay. Literally, right now we have the president of the United States fighting with his ex BFF. And they're 2 men. We've been hearing about how emotional women
But
are
they're not
our whole
frenemies.
lives, and the biggest outburst of the century happened between 2 men.
Yeah.
Okay,
but to be
just
fair,
saying.
in this family, me and Baya and Dad have never once complained about having a frenemy. I have had countless calls with Didi's about her being sad or mad about a frenemy, like betraying her or whatever. It's like,
And by the way,
I mean,
all women
something we
frenemies
could
too.
all predicted
I've
that
yet
would have
to-
happened.
I've yet to meet anyone that Zoya has characterized who was male and a frenemy. And similarly, I've yet to meet anyone in Zarna's life, a male and a frenemy.
No,
That's
you know
not
what it is?
true.
The issue is it's a victim mindset in my opinion. Because let me tell you the truth, 90% of your friends are gonna hope that they succeed more than you do. That does not make them a friend of me. That is just human nature. It is human nature to want to succeed more than the people around you. That's why that we're so big on family and trusting family more than anyone. Because your family are the only people in the world that are 100% not rooting against you. And that's not even true for some families. Some families, even their family is rooting against them. But friends can root against each other. And I'm going to make the hot take. I think it's perfectly fine for you to hate on your friend's success. I think that's perfectly fine. I think it's fine for friends to hate on your
Why?
success because it is dishonest for so many friends to tell themselves, "Oh, this friend just got this internship that I wanted. That's totally fine. Congratulations." It gets to a point where me and my friends at this point, when someone succeeds, we make fun of them. we say, oh, I hate you, you took my thing, whatever. We joke around about it because the truth is, it's not a comfortable feeling. Yes, there are some friends that I'm always rooting for, always 100%. I want them to succeed. But if they start succeeding more than me, then it becomes, oh my god, now they're gonna start looking at me with pity and start acting like they're the. That is just how humans work, and that does not make them a friend of me. That does not make them a friend of me. It's just human nature. That's literally it. And
Yeah,
this is where it ties into the point about men and women. You and mom, particularly, when somebody has this mindset and displays it even the smallest amount, you guys flip yourself.
Not
You
me.
flip-
What are
you
you
flip
talking
out-
about?
you flip
It's
out
never
every
me.
turn.
It's Zoya. It's never me.
I definitely have this issue. So
What do
Yeah.
you mean it's never you, Zarna? You talk about frenemies all the time.
Never.
On
What
every
are you-
walk that you're on.
What are you talking? I never. I
think that
mean,
I inherited.
You
this
think your friends sometimes don't understand the pressures of your job. You think your friends don't appreciate how much work you do. You think you basically have a very high opinion of yourself, and that reflects in the frenemy mindset.
yeah, the
Maybe
only
you are the
frenemy.
frenemy. Maybe you're the frenemy of yourself.
Oh, but the
Whoa.
okay, okay, shut up.
Put that on a t-shirt.
Do you see? There's only one clear frenemy emerging in this chat.
He is an enemy right now.
He
He's
exactly
literally an enemy.
full-fledged enemy.
I do think, Bridge, I think what you're saying is interesting. Women do have a tendency to, when something goes wrong or a girl says something that is hurtful in any manner, it's not usually brushed off. It's usually discussed at length with other friends, with parents, and men seem to just be able to accept uncomfortable feelings as a part of the friendship. It's true. I think that's actually a very astute observation.
Nor do they hold each other sort of accountable for one person being more successful than the other. Like I come from a college where my alma mater today ranges all the way from CEO of Microsoft and Google to all the way someone who's unemployed. And I don't think the person who's unemployed cannot talk to the person who's CEO of Google or whatever on the same even keel if they met at an alumni event. Nor will one person hold the other person sort of in a
You
different
don't think
light.
that?
No, I don't think that at
I
all.
feel like that's the opposite of everything I know about you is for you to not think that. I swear, up until this episode, you have said hundreds of times people with more money deserve to be talking down on people with less money.
I don't
Am
think
the
I've
only
ever
one
said that.
Who's surprised about this?
No, he doesn't. Hold on. I'm gonna explain it. He's not saying they deserve to. He's saying he understands why they do.
Yeah,
He
I
understands
accept it.
because it's you see it in social media, you see it in the news, you see it. The minute the guy is successful, they start talking like they knew it all, they did it all, it was all planned out, it was all them.
Someone who has made their money
Yeah.
in tech will talk about the water problems of the world and the climate problems of the world as if they're experts on that, which makes no sense, but they do, right? Because they feel like if they've succeeded in one nuanced, specific thing, then that must mean they know everything about everything.
Now I just
And
want
the world allows them to simply because they want their money, they want charity, they want donations, they want resources, and so on. So it's sort of a even keel that way. I accept that.
I just want to point out that I swooped in to help your dad. Whereas all he's done so far in this episode is
Why do you
I'm
always
just
do this?
I'm
Hold on.
like just
You
gonna
don't
point
get
it out
credit yourself
because
for it.
you
You
don't
don't
point
get
it
credit
out
yourself
because
for it.
nobody
You
gives me
don't
credit
get
for
credit.
what's what.
You
So
have
I
no-
gotta take
It's
my own
okay.
credit
It's
over
okay.
here.
Can I say something? Veer, do your vocal cords work, or are you just like silent today? Is that what we're doing? So if I'm silent, I get all the hate. But when Veer doesn't say anything, we're just gonna forgive him. Because
Okay, when
he's
you guys are in
adorable
a
and cute.
screaming, a flame-throwing war, and when you
Use
guys
your
are
voice.
literally, oh my god. Okay, I was waiting for my turn to speak, as you love to say. I have a question for the group. What causes two people to become frenemies?
I don't know. I never
I
became
think
one.
jealousy. I think that
I'm gonna lose my mind and mom. I swear
they
to
don't.
God,
They,
I'm losing.
some friends just want other friends to be miserable so they can feed off of that misery. Misery loves company. More than half the population of the world is miserable to start with. So to have more miserable people around them makes them feel less unhappy about their own misery, right? Nobody wants to hang around happy people because that makes them realize how unhappy they really are, and that leads to frenemyship.
Which makes me like at the entire time I've been in America, 30 years, everybody was trying to become in pursuit of happiness and in pursuit of their own self-fulfillment, and here we are.
I'm
Here
not
we
saying
are.
that everybody is a frenemy to you. So, in other words, for example, if to take a random billionaire example, Elon Musk, right? He's so much in the news. I don't know Elon Musk, so there is no frenemyship to feel towards him. No animosity, no feeling whatsoever. The only time he enters my psyche is when I see his name appear in a public media forum of some kind, right? Outside of that, he spends a single, not I spend not a single minute or a second thinking about Elon Musk. But someone who lives two doors, next to me, or someone I've known for a while, something happens in their life which is really, really positive, on from point A to become point Z. Case in example, your mother, from being a housewife, barefoot and pregnant in the kitchen, to becoming a comedy star, she's taken a huge leap, right? It's easy to become a frenemy with her because one minute she was barefoot and pregnant in the kitchen, and the another minute she's doing all these, events, corporate events, and all these big shows, making hundreds of thousands of dollars on every one of them. How can someone not become a
Sorry,
frenemy?
sorry,
So
millions, but
do you
like
wanna
not
suck up
counting at
anymore?
all.
Was that
Can
was
you
that enough
please
sucking
not?
up?
I'm making millions, please. Just.
Am I the only one who doesn't
I
suck up
just
to mom
lost
in
my
this
own
family?
valuation in a minute. I was about to have a heart attack, and then I
I'm
realized,
so
oh,
lost. So, Dad, I don't understand. So, to you, the definition of a frenemy is somebody that is succeeding more than you?
And no, someone's person, it generally comes with a change in social status of some kind,
Oh,
success, fame, something or the
interesting.
some two people will be prodding along together, one or the other. One of them will grow up to be more beautiful or more intelligent or more like more successful, and that will make the person who was left behind their frenemy.
Okay, I was saying that I think frenemyship is caused by insecurity.
Agreed.
Yes, that's true. The
Continue.
person who's left behind becomes insecure about
I
their
think
lack
that
of.
generally the people mainly who cause frenemyship are the people who are too worried about what people around them are doing and what people around them think of them. It's like, if I'm worried constantly about what the general public thinks of me, like, I'm gonna create frenemies because I'm so concerned about what this person thinks of me.
You want to know somebody then who became extremely billionaire status through insecurity based off that logic? Mr. Mark Zuckerberg. He invented his whole thing out of pure hatred for the fact that the people around him and clubs around him didn't accept him. Have you guys seen The Social Network? That's literally what it's about.
As
So
if
that's
every
not
movie tells the
necessarily.
truth.
Okay, but
Every
I never
movie
said
ever made.
I never said it
no,
was bad.
but people are
his
motivated
first-
by being
Yeah.
cited. There
No,
is
no,
truth
because
to
I
that.
get upset when people throw the word insecurity everywhere because insecurity has such a negative connotation to it. If you're insecure, you're less than, you're this, you're that, you're angry individual, which I'm clearly speaking angrily right now, so people are going to say I'm insecure. But the point is that insecurity, it can also be a motivating factor. It could also lead you to try harder, lead you to do different things you didn't want to,
Yeah.
push you outside of your comfortable zone so that you can reach that next level that makes you feel less insecure. And insecurity is not some sort of thing to be like extremely against or to like hide from yourself. You should accept it when you have insecurity in some zones.
I agree
Now,
with
that doesn't mean you should
What are you
like.
supposed to do
Wait.
with frenemies when you identify them? Are you
Wait, can I
supposed to walk away?
I want to tap into what Bridge is saying a little bit because my mentor, who I have had the privilege of working with since January, the first homework assignment she gave me was, why do you want what you want? And at first I said, like, I want it for my family, like, I want to pay my parents back, and I want to do this, I want to do that. And then she failed me. She said this homework was a failure. And I said, what do you mean? Like, I worked hard on these responses. And she said, why do you want what you want? Most people want what they want for a terrible reason. Like, they want to prove something to someone else because they were angry about something that happened in their childhood. And, I definitely have something to prove that is coming from a negative place. Like, I feel like I want to be taken seriously. Really, the truth is I want to be taken seriously. And that's why I work so hard. And so it was interesting, Bridge, because she was saying that, the real reason people succeed and feel motivated to do the psychopathic things that are necessary in order to just work as hard as you need to be to do the things that help you become successful, it usually comes from a negative emotion. It usually comes from something really bad. And so I actually think Bridge is correct about that. Now,
Is this mentor a frenemy, you think?
no. Oh my God. Well, I think what's interesting about our relationship is that we're in completely different categories. I'm in a different age bracket than her, so we're not competing against one
That doesn't
another.
mean anything.
No, but I don't think anybody.
No, but
Age
she's
means
a,
anything.
no, but
You
she's
can have
she's
a frenemy
already,
who's 10 years older than you or younger than you.
you can, but she's already in a place where she's already sold her company for hundreds of millions of dollars, and she's very, very successful in her own right. Like, there is a clear, genuine power imbalance between her and I, where I am
I
extremely
see.
indebted to her in that way. So because the social standing is the way, I don't think that
But does she have a crush on the same boy as you? And she
she's
wants him to?
married and has a kid.
Oh.
She's fine.
Why are we talking?
Zarna,
Mom,
you're
mute.
your
You're
mic,
mute.
Zarna, you're
you're
mute.
muted.
Yes, ma'am, you are. This is so
Nobody-
interesting.
She said, "No, I'm not." You can't hear you.
Yeah,
We cannot hear you.
Oh yeah, we can hear you.
Yeah,
Now.
we can
Now,
hear
can you
you.
hear me now?
Yes.
Yeah.
Why this thing had a little mute button? I had no idea what this thing was. I had no idea why they
I
put
mean,
a
for
mute button.
10
What if
years,
there's a
you've
mute
been
button
talking about
on the
headphones
screen?
for
Like
everyone that
literally,
are not happy.
this is
And now
so
you don't
annoying.
have a headphone that
No,
works.
no, seriously, this is just everybody. Somebody messed up my headphones on my office desk in my room that only one other person enters, but I will not name right now
Yeah,
because
thankfully that's not me.
what? Who else comes in this bedroom?
I
Like
wouldn't say.
seriously.
Can we
Anyway,
return to the topic? So, essentially, I think +1 for Bridge on that argument.
Okay, let me bring up an example. I played tackle football in freshman year of high school, and I want to give you guys something that my coaches told me that is just such a motivating factor and has been so powerful in my life. They told me when I was looking at a dummy, because I was trying to get better at tackling other people because I wasn't good at tackling other people. So they told me, picture the person I hate the most as the face of that dummy. Picture that person and then ram through it. Ram through the dummy with that person's face on it. Be
Why do you
angry,
hate anyone?
shout. I don't hate anyone, but they made you do that because they know how much of a driving factor it is to think of that person's face. Stephen Curry said that in his off-season workouts during the summer when he was training, he used to think
Who's
of
Stephen
LeBron
Curry?
James. Are you serious? Okay, anyways, he used to think of LeBron James because he wanted to get better and wanted to think of the person that drives him the most to compete. Because he knew if he wanted to win on the biggest stage, he would have to get through LeBron James. That's what it takes. It doesn't take this like soft BS. It takes anger. Mom becoming a successful comedian took anger. It took her saying, "I am not just a stay-at-home mom. I can literally go out and attack the world and do something that literally 99.9% of the world told me I can't do and make something great out of it." Now, does that condone the actions of her on this podcast? No.
No.
What
no.
actions?
Absolutely.
what actions?
darn
My
right,
actions
no.
have been
No,
stellar.
your
I've been
actions have
freaking.
insane.
I've been an example of restraint right now. What are you talking
For
about?
sure
Actions.
Not. For sure not. That is not the case. Bridge, I completely agree with you. I think one point on frenemy that we haven't talked about, which I define as frenemy, is when a friendship just doesn't work out. I think for some
Facts.
reason,
Good point.
Why does that person have to become your frenemy? I just
That's a good
disagree with
point.
that.
No, Veer, I agree with you. I agree with you. I'm just saying that for some reason in my life, there have been reasons why friendships haven't worked out. Maybe like we moved to different schools, or I tried a different, I'm working on a different project. I have less time to dedicate to that friend. For whatever reason, I have not been able to elegantly end friendships.
Why are you thinking about it like ending the friendship? There doesn't
Because-
have to be a closing letter, a firing designation, a resignation. Just don't talk. Like, why does it have to be? Why does it have to be a
Yeah,
paragraph?
because women need to have
It's not a job. You don't have to say, "I really enjoyed being your friend for the last 4 years. Thank you so much for this opportunity." Just don't send a thing. It's not that serious. Why are you like talking about how
feel
to
like
elegantly close
My
it?
friendships do
It's
feel
not- you're
like
not exiting a
romantic
company.
relationships. My
What
friendships
are you
feel
talking about?
my friendships feel really
But your male
intense.
friendships have ended very well, Zoya. So it's only female
I
ones.
have no male friends. I don't know what you're referring to.
Oh, your romantic relationships, I'm saying, have ended on generally a very friendly terms, right? Is that not true?
Well, I would say
Mm.
I'm not friends with. No.
No.
I definitely don't feel that way. I
So you have
definitely.
essentially failed on all interpersonal fronts.
Yes, I really have. I
Romantic,
really have.
friendship,
Yeah,
I
with the
have no
exception of your
shame.
mother.
You're flamethrowing her, dad. You
No,
can,
but
you
I
can
I
have
don't
chill.
know
shame.
why he is going after
He's going on a
her.
rampage.
I
I
have no
don't
shame
know.
about it. I definitely have no shame about it. I do want to improve in this way. I am not good at ending friendships. I think they're.
You don't need.
But
What
no, but
kind
you
of
guys don't
idea of ending
understand.
friendship? I don't.
But, like,
Please explain it
how
to
do
me.
you stop talking to somebody that you talk to?
Just stop
for-
responding.
Just
You
stop
just don't
responding.
get the
You
text.
just
What are you
stop
talking about?
responding? That's
Wait,
crazy.
hold on. If a friendship is ending, then you're already distancing. Both of you guys aren't going to be texting each other. If it's like a one-sided friendship, then just respond to them every now and then and show them that you're not looking for like an intimate friendship. You're making it sound like you're exiting a company. Like that's literally
Yeah.
what you're making it sound like. That you need to tell everybody involved. Put a post up on LinkedIn saying this was the most incredible friendship ever because I learned XYZ. It's not that serious. I promise you, it's not that serious.
I've just never been able to do that. It always ends. But I've
It's
always
funny though.
had-
In this respect, your mother is different. She has made friends everywhere. everywhere that she has been.
What do you
People
mean?
want
I
to hang
make
out with
friends
her.
everywhere
So is
too.
Didi is the best and I've ever seen in my life at making friends.
Who is?
100%.
I
Didi.
make a lot of
Oh,
friends.
She is
oh, I see.
very,
Okay.
very, very
Why
good
are you
with
so
people.
surprised, Dad?
Because
Yeah.
you always say that I don't have that many friends.
No, because I am really great at making friends. The problem is I'm bad at keeping friends.
Keeping
because
them,
I'm really a very friendly person. The problem is that I'm in a different city every weekend and I'm working all the time and I'm an inconvenient.
Why are you in a different city every weekend?
Dad, I feel like you don't know what's going on in my life at all.
But you were in college for 4 years. How could
But
you be in a
do you
different?
not
But
know what I
she's-
did for 6 months? Like, it's actually disrespectful how little
In the
you-
last 6 months of 3-4 years, beta.
But
Not
Dad,
like
even before that, I've been literally like going all over the place with Mom. Like I've been in a different city every summer working. It's so hurtful to me actually. Like this is hurtful to me. I feel like sometimes I do feel like how do you not know that for an entire 8-month period of my life, I was actually on the road. It wasn't just Zarna was doing shows. I was at every single one. All this stuff didn't happen on accident. I know that, for example, you said behind my back that you didn't understand why I was doing this live show. That's so hurtful.
I never said that. That's not what I said. I asked that you're talking about a topic which you're maybe somewhat young to talk about.
Why do you always say that? Who is too young to talk
The
about
age
anything?
has nothing to do with it. It's the results that give you the expert
Okay, and so I got
status.
stand corrected, but I never said that I'm surprised you're doing this show. And I would not say things behind your back that I cannot support in front of you.
No, I know that. It's hurtful. This year, I think the reason why it's so crazy because it's like sometimes I feel like the reason why I'm working so hard and want to be taken so seriously is maybe I do feel like I have something to prove to you.
Okay, beta, that's unfair. You don't have anything to prove to me. I
do
will love
feel
you as
that
my daughter
way.
no matter what happens.
No, but I do feel that way. I feel like when we were like growing up, oh my god, we're going full family therapy, but like I do feel like when we were growing up, it was like you liked Bridge so much and he was like the golden child and he had every right to be. I mean, Bridge is perfect, but like I mean, he has some issues, but he is perfect and I think the world of him. But I do feel like it was like if I didn't just constantly overexceed, if it wasn't like I got the perfect accomplishment, it was like she's too young to be taken seriously, and exactly what you said.
I'm sorry you feel that way because that's not how I saw you. If
Well-
anything, I saw you as someone putting up an example for your brothers, which you did.
So
If anything, you are the most overachieving of our 3 kids as of now.
I'm so excited to share that this podcast is brought to you by The Real, the best place to shop authenticated luxury bags, watches, clothing, and so much more.
I absolutely love The Real. I've been using them since I was in high school to get all sorts of outfits that my mom would never let me buy at full price. I would find them all over the site, and it was so much fun to go through the Explore page and discover new designers and know every single piece is actually authenticated in the true brand itself.
You don't need to pay full price for a lot of these things. You're gonna wear them once, you're gonna wear them twice. You can find steals for up to 90% off with brands like Gucci, Prada, Hermes even, and pieces that you're gonna enjoy forever. And when you're done, guess what? What can you do again?
You can resell it. One of my favorite things to do is take her bags that she doesn't even know about anymore, she never wears, and I sell them for her through my own account. It's the go-to place for any special occasion. You can get dresses for your birthday, for prom, for graduation. These are all things that I've done myself, and better than anything else, you can get unique pieces that you would otherwise never be able to find anywhere else because they collect the best of the best from brands all around the world. The Real is the world's largest and most trusted resource for authenticated luxury resale. With thousands of new arrivals daily, no one does resale like The Real.
And now get $25 off your first purchase when you go to therealreal.com/Zarna. That's therealreal.com/Zarna to get your $25 off. Start shopping now at therealreal.com/Zarna, all lowercase.
Veer, do you feel like dad plays favorites?
I mean, why did it
Mom,
become
why
this
are
topic?
Well,
you-
because if Zoya's feeling it, I want to know what Brit Veer is also a sibling. I want to know
You're
what he thinks.
smiling. I saw you smirk.
I'm not
as you asked the
smiling.
question.
I'm
You
asking a
smirked,
very
and we go
legitimate
back in the
question.
replay. You smirked. I
literally
promise you, you
quit.
smirked
I
while asking
quit.
that question.
I'm asking Veer a question. Like, why is that such
Okay,
a bad
I'm curious now. Veer, do I play favorites?
I feel like when I think of playing favorites, I think of mom more than
Are
dad.
you're such a little lying punk? What are you talking about? I'm gonna beat you up right now. You're in the room next door. Me? I've been the most even keeled. Like, just because you're trying to protect your dad, like this is what
No, but
happened.
you probably are more.
It is divided
I'm
along
serious,
sex
though.
lines today. This whole
He's saying he's
episode.
serious.
What? What are you
Yes.
saying? What? Who?
I think emotionally, your favorite is Didi.
Yeah.
I think when it comes to new ideas, it's Baya. And I think on the simple, like piddle paddle things of life, it's me.
Mom has said
Piddle paddle
publicly.
things. You are a
Mom
piddle
has said
paddle to us
publicly
here.
on this podcast multiple times that her favorite is Didi.
Yes.
In and out. That
And
is she has said
as her husband,
multiple times
I
publicly.
I'm saying that is in fact true. She's always said that Zoya is her pride, Bridge is her what was it? Zoya?
It doesn't
She-
matter because you just remember whatever you remember.
What?
Yeah,
What did it have
but
to do with
Bridge,
anything?
Beer, I asked you a specific question. Why did you
Okay,
turn
do
it
I-
on me? Yes.
Because
Why don't you address? Your dad talks. Do you know how many times your dad has referred to Bridge as his only son?
That was earlier in
That
life.
that doesn't register to you. It
never-
registers
that
to you
never
that I'm
continued
literally,
past you being 10
literally
years old.
for Bridge. I'm
guys
there
are
every
dragging-
step of the
you
way.
guys are-
I'm there for Bridge, whatever he wants. I'm there for you, whatever you want. I yell at Zoya. Half my relationship with Zoya is yelling at her, but you guys don't see any of that, and you don't see that your dad constantly. Oh my God, Bridge, he's got the muscle. Oh my God,
I mean,
Bridge,
just
like.
this
like-
morning she was like, Bridge, just so you know that this email Bridge sent out, and if Zoya was there, she would have checked with me 3 times before sending it out. And Bridge just sent it out, didn't even ask me. I'm just saying that's happened. Are you going to say that did not happen?
Yeah, but that's not a sign of being favorites. I'm trying to protect my son. What do you want? Do you want me to not care? Do you guys want me to just check out and be like,
Now
I don't
she's
care
gonna
what
play-
you guys do?
Now she's going to play
Bro,
emotional
You did
blackmail.
it again. Mom, you did it again.
What did I do?
Nobody
I don't
has
even
said-
understand.
We're talking
He's
about two
not
different
checked
things.
in at all, your dad,
Yeah.
and somehow he's the hero. I don't understand. He's the biggest
Making him
frenemy
the
in this
hero.
family.
I just yelled at him. Like, I just don't understand.
Okay, mom. We are talking about two different things right now. You just said, do you not want me to care? We're talking about playing favorites right now. We are completely in two different
Yes,
zones.
but he's bringing examples of my caring about you guys as me playing favorites between you guys. I care about all three of you. Go
Okay,
go
and
through all your
nobody
text
questioned
history.
that. Nobody
Go
questioned
through
that.
your text history and see how many times today itself I texted Bridge. That he doesn't talk about. How many times I texted Bridge? Bridge, did you respond?
Mom,
Bridge,
you're
what
the
clips
one
did you
who
send?
brought this topic up. No one was
Yeah,
talking
what?
about
No one is saying.
I asked a specific
She
question
tried to
and
bamboozle
everybody.
me,
No.
and she got taken out.
No, okay.
This was like, this was like a terrorist attack that got completely, the terrorists got stopped.
I'm actually falling on the ground again.
This
mean,
was a terrorist attack.
Zoya, you had to choose a standing desk today. Like, it's so distracting. You keep
Okay, Mom,
going up and
Mom,
down like a
that-
seesaw over there in the podcast.
That was such a
taping.
manipulative question to ask.
Like a seesaw.
She
I-
is manipulative. I know.
Your
I agree with you.
sister said something very clearly, and you are part of the sibling group. And I asked you a very clear question: do you feel your dad plays favorites? I don't think I was being passive aggressive. I don't think I was being deceitful. I asked a very direct question: what
Zarna
is wrong with that?
asked and answered. Can we move on? He already said, if anything, it's his mother that plays favorite. And the
Okay.
dad is like the epitome of Lord Ram himself.
Okay, all right. Thank you for that, Veer. I'm not sure you meant to say that, but here's what we've got.
Should we
And
return
like
to the
between
original
he and
topic?
his mother, between Lord Ram, the husband, and his mother, they are the best people in the world. That's what he just said.
Okay. I don't know. I think your dad needs to get his ears examined. Anyway, yeah, just speaking of frenemies, I will tell you that I've decided that I have so many haters online, offline, in real life, not in real life.
But not all your friends.
No,
Not all of
I
them.
mean,
If
listen,
anything, most of your friends, to be honest, as you
are
always
very
say,
supportive.
been
Very,
very
very
supportive.
supportive. Very, very. I've been very blessed.
I
Even
don't
people.
feel like they were always supportive though.
No, I think
I
they
think
were
you
Some
always.
of
had-
them were. Some of them
I-
definitely.
No,
I
they
def-
were. Early
no.
on as well, they were
Early
supportive.
on,
I
they were
feel
there.
like, can I just say something? Because I've seen the friends, and I think they were so supportive in the beginning. So supportive. When mom was nothing. And then mom started to succeed a lot. And I think it honestly struck fear into some of her friends. Like, I need to be doing more. And I actually think that was good.
I don't
Like
know.
you inspired.
I don't know if that's true.
No,
I
but
don't
she
know if that's true
inspired her
either.
friends to start businesses.
Remember,
of
most
their
of her
own.
friends are pretty wealthy and successful themselves
Yeah,
as
this is
families,
true.
right? She
Yeah,
doesn't
the-
have, she does not believe in making homeless friends.
Oh, okay.
Well, do you feel like
What?
Do you
Why
feel
would you
like-
say that?
Mom, do you feel like your friendships? Why do you feel like your friendships worked then? And you
Forget why they worked. How do we handle frenemies is where I was trying to
Okay.
go. Because
Okay.
whether they exist or not, they are around us, and whether you deal with them today or down the road, you will have
How
to
do you
deal with
identify
somebody,
a
right?
frenemy even?
I think somebody who feels like they're kind and sweet to your face, but you're really
Yeah.
suspicious of their intentions. Like your instinct usually is like, I don't trust what they're saying to me. And
Yeah.
they don't even have to actually have done anything. But your instinct is like giving you alarm bells and saying, I don't trust what this person is saying to my face. To me, that puts me on edge with that person the whole time, and I will never react. Like I've made a decision in my career and my social media to not be negative because it's not worth it to me. When frenemies do appear, in general, I feel like I've matured enough that I don't get involved and defend myself. People should think whatever they want, and I'm going to think whatever I want, and everybody go on with your lives is where I am on this topic. And now, Veer, tell me what you think.
Yeah, Mom.
And I love, wait 1 second. I love how mom can't just have like, oh, we should conversate about this. If you don't agree with me, go on with your lives. I don't need to speak to you. Just putting that out there that, common thing mom always does.
What
Mom,
what
that-
did I do
completely
now?
disagree with you there.
I don't
disagree
know
with you
what
there.
I
I think
did.
the-
Why
I think
is
the route that-
everybody on attack mode with me today?
You say that every time.
Can we let Veer speak?
Veer,
Mom,
go ahead.
I think that the route you're taking in this situation is the smarter one. I think that being the bigger person and just saying like, I'm not here to persuade your thoughts is the smarter one. And I think that generally frenemyship is caused by passive aggression. And I think that the way somebody speaks behind your back and not to your face can generally be what causes frenemyship. And I think that frenemyship can also be caused by the way other people speak of that person to you. So it's like, if my friend is telling me this guy said whatever about you, like generally I'm just not going to think about him in the same way, whether it's true or not.
I don't think of it as taking the high road. I just am too tired to engage. That's the honest truth. I can't engage with every fool that has a foolish opinion. I don't agree with it. That's it. The end. Move on.
I don't think there's anything wrong with somebody talking bad behind your back.
What?
That's just a bad take.
It's
That's
not a
not
bad
a
take.
It's another human
It's not a
tendency.
bad
I mean,
thing.
if you say
another
it's a human
tendency.
thing, yeah, I get it.
And not just that, but would you rather be someone that people talk behind their back? Like, not even people who talk bad about your back, they also recognize you as a powerful figure. No one talks bad behind someone's back if that person isn't on the come up or isn't doing something. When's the last time you guys talked bad about somebody who's like just a normal, very average guy? You'll never do it. You'll never do it, ever. And I'm talking about children. Adults, it's different because then it's like everyone has jobs and whatever, like there's certain things come into play. But with our age, college and below, it's so much more just who is more, I don't want to say popular because popular like describes friends, but popular in the way of just getting the internship,
Are you
making
popular
friends,
Yeah.
being a
at
louder
college?
voice.
Bridge, are
There
you
is no
popular in
popularity
college?
at college. No, I'm definitely not, and I don't think there is popularity in college. Like, I don't
No,
think
but
anyone.
fraternities are popular and not.
But that's not even then. It's not popular. You just it's there's
I think
there's too
what-
many kids.
I think what Bridge is saying, which I agree with to a certain extent, is that in order to do anything, you have to be a little bit polarizing. Right? Like
Yeah,
I think like
100%.
this example that I really like is that when presidents usually win the election, they usually do win by a very thin margin. So that means that only actually half of the people in the country like that person. And they're actually the greatest definition of polarizing. And even then, they're considered like one of the most successful people by being the president of the United States. So in order to do anything, you're going to have opinions. Because the truth is that nobody talks about somebody who's bland. Because you don't remember
Yeah.
bland. But people
don't
do.
remember bland.
But Bridge is right that you do remember somebody. It's not just about success, I think. It's about who's willing to actually be vulnerable, put their opinions on the line, is actually out there trying to do stuff. You know, it definitely is true that those people get talked about more and thereby are more polarizing and also
I mean, we
thereby
can
more
even
successful.
We can even take this to the comedy world. If you look at some of the biggest comedians ever, Jerry Seinfeld, people hated him off stage. He was a hateable guy off stage. People started so many rumors. Dave Chappelle, Matt Rife, these people made careers off roasting other people, being mean. They made careers off saying controversial takes that other people didn't agree with. And you remember
that's
them.
not true.
But
that
those
they
people
weren't
are not their
likable. Is that true?
acquaintances, so you can't call them frenemies.
But what I'm
A
saying
friend
is they
is
weren't
someone who's
somebody who
someone
just...
that you've known well, right? On a
I'm not
day-to-day
making a
basis.
stance about frenemy. I'm making a stance about people talking behind their back. All I'm saying is if someone's doing it, and this is the public, you don't have to care. It's not that serious, first of all. Second of all, if they're doing it, then they really don't have that much time on their hands. Like, they have way too much time on their hands, what I'm saying.
I take
way
it
too much
so
to do.
personally. I take it so personally.
How do you
Like,
even find out
I
if they're talking
recently-
behind your back?
I don't know. Somehow I find out, and I take it really personally, and it's not.
So that
good.
person who's telling you is the frenemy.
You think so?
Well, yeah, there is a question. Why is somebody
There's a
relaying that
question.
message to you?
That person is your
100%
frenemy because they are
But
trying
no,
to.
that person, like, what is, because sometimes you hear things about your friend and you're like, you know what, I don't want to get involved. You don't pass that message on. I don't know. There's a lot of drama with the girls. It's normal too. Some of it is just life.
Female friendship is very complicated.
Yes. I mean,
There is nothing like female friendships.
what does that mean?
I don't think
I
females
mean,
can be
all
friends
the
with
best
other
reality
females.
TV shows, all the best reality TV shows of all time are only women.
I have to say,
Pretty much all of them.
I have really wonderful female friends right now. I actually do.
No, you do now. No. Hold on. I agree that some of your female friends are amazing. I love the one we played volleyball with. I don't want to drop names, but I love her.
Yeah, she knows. She's
however,
already
the ones
scheduled
you've
in
had-
volleyball.
The ones you've had in the past have fell through really badly and caused like emotional breakdowns. Like there's really high highs, but there's also really low lows.
I think.
Wow, weird. That was an amazing. That's an expression from hedge funds.
No, because
High
What?
highs and low lows. Yes.
What?
He's talking
Oh
about-
my god!
I mean, he's
What
talking about-
are you like?
Oh
my God,
He's
like,
talking about-
He is the most
He's never seen
brainwashed.
that.
He is.
He's
the most-
talking about higher highs
Dad,
and lower lows.
Dad, that is
That's
not
how
from
hedge fund managers
funds.
talk.
But like, I
Maybe he's the
swear,
kid who will take over hedge
finance,
funds.
finance
Oh.
people will literally think that the English language is their language. Like, and there's no other language for anyone else. No, Veer, that's so true. And Veer knows, I trust Veer with the most because he's the most understanding outside. Everyone else in this family is just so critical and very insensitive.
What are you
But
talking about?
Listen
What?
to you right now. Just listen to the response.
What?
Wow.
Like,
I think so, Veer. Veer's right. I think the thing about female friendship, which is really interesting, is female friendship is very fulfilling when it's good, and then very destructive when it's bad. And it's like very, very intense either way. And the truth is that a lot of men are very lonely because they don't have close friendship at all. This is a real problem in the world where men are unable to actually be intimate and have close connections with one another because they're not willing to put themselves on the line. Now, the risk of putting yourself on the line is that you might be wrong and you might not be the right fit for that friend, or you might, something might happen and then the friendship might not work out. And I think it takes a really long time. For me specifically, it's taken me a very long time to know what I want and what I like. And so it's natural for friendships to continue to change and evolve, right? Like, it would be bad if your friends from middle school are still your friends, because that probably means you haven't grown.
yeah,
right?
but like dad would counter that. He has had one friend for 30, 40 years and he's like, I don't need another one.
I don't agree with that. I think
No, I don't necessarily think that's a great thing. I mean, it's just like I was not very social growing up, and that's more a consequence of it. I don't agree with that idea. I think it's good to have a social circle and friends and people to hang out with.
Rich, do you have a lot of friends in college?
I mean, yeah, I have a good friendship circle. I'm part of an
Yeah.
entrepreneurship fraternity.
Yeah.
You know what I'm new on? It's recent. I am not a best friend kind of girl. Like, I actually really, really...
What does that mean?
Because there's this concept in female friendships and in general where, you know how you know that girl who has a duo pair?
Mm-hmm.
Like, they're just
No.
duos. Do you
I
know
have
what
no
I'm
idea.
saying?
What you're talking- No.
Dad,
Yeah.
We know you don't know. We know.
Okay, but this is
no
very
one expects you to know.
This is common, like, where women will be associated very closely with one specific person.
Yeah.
I've realized as I've become an adult, I cherish being independent and not feeling confined to one friendship. I like having friends for different purposes. I like having my friend that I play pickleball. I like having my friend where I have that deep emotional conversation. I like having that friend where we drive and listen to music, right? Like, but I don't like when I start to sense that somebody is interested in having this like exclusive best friendship with me where I can't be friends with other people and it's like do or die, we see
I
each
didn't
other
even
every
think that
day.
existed
Wait,
in
okay.
friendship.
It does exist.
I think
It's too much for me.
what you're saying, and I want to say something, and you guys are gonna take it in the wrong way, but I'm not saying it's a bad thing at all. I think what you're saying is that you crave attention.
What?
I'm not saying that's a bad thing. I'm not saying that's a
What?
bad thing.
Oh.
I'm telling you guys not to take it the wrong way.
Not attention
How
hungry
do
to
you
tell.
not take that the wrong way, Veer? Like, how
Yeah,
do you
Because
take
I
that
crave
the wrong
attention
way?
too. I crave every human. It's natural in humanity to crave attention.
I don't even understand how what she said led to what you said.
To have 8 different friends for each occasion, like whenever you need.
No, it's
one
just a
thing.
relaxed kind of. Listen, I understand what she's
That's
saying
what she
because,
said. One for pickleball, one
but
for swimming,
but
one
she's
for
living.
walking,
No,
one for coffee.
it's not
one
an
for-
it's not an attention thing. I will tell you. I have friends who will be like, "Hey, are you going to this event? What time are you going? What time will you be there? I will be there at the same time. Can we go together?" Like some of us are independent women. I'm like, I'm gonna be there. I'll be there when I'm there. We'll see each other. We are independent women, and we're
How does
friends
what
with a
Didi
lot.
say? How does what Didi
That's
said
Didi.
relate to independence?
She's an entrepreneur. She's not. Are you gonna go to this, like a lot of college? Are you going to go to this informational about this tech company? Are you, when you're flying solo, either you're an eagle or you're a lamb.
Okay, hold on. You're completely saying the opposite of what I'm saying. I don't understand how what we're
Yeah,
saying
that's why I'm
correlates at
saying
all.
you're wrong. I'm saying that you're
This
wrong.
is what
This
mom
is
is
not
talking
an
about two different
attention thing.
things.
We are actually talking about 2 different things because
You
Didi
are
just said how she has 8 friends and you're saying how you're an eagle. We're not talking about the same thing.
But
here.
that puts friendships in the space of like everybody who's flying in the air is your friend. You're not like hovering like little lambs going towards one place all the time. It is absolutely making sense. You're choosing not
Okay,
to
but
see it.
what Didi just said makes it sound like she's a lamb.
No, absolutely not. She is a
Wait,
total eagle.
I think. I think we're both talking about the same thing. Veer, you're right. You're right that I like to have lots of friends, so I do get a lot of attention. You're right. But mom, what mom was saying is what I'm trying to say. Actually, is that I like to be able to say I don't like to be beholden to any person for my decision making process of my time. There have been times in my life where I felt like my time and my scheduling is not my own, and I have to actually actively think about another person. I'm not saying that that's right. I'm just saying that that's been the case in my life before. Where it's like if I go to this and the other person isn't my close friend isn't invited, like am I a bad friend if I go? That's how I thought. It's not good. So I really like having friends where what I meant by the pickleball and the coffee and the this and the that is I like having friends where I don't need to worry about the friendships are all independent of one another and they're independent of me.
That's
But
crazy controlling.
that what?
They're independent of each other. They're independent of each
No,
other
no,
is
no,
crazy.
not necessarily independent. You guys are totally mangling my words. I'm just saying that I don't want to be beholden. Like, I don't want to be. I just don't want to be anyone's best
I
friend.
get what you're saying. You're
I
saying
want to be
that you
mom's
don't want
best
to be.
friend. I've been working
Oh
on that
my
best friend
God.
thing for a while. That's the only woman on earth I've been trying to be somebody's best friend. It hasn't worked out for me, but aside from
So what
that,
you're saying is you don't want to have obligations towards like anybody, so that if some sort of situation comes up with them and somebody else, you're not involved because you're not obliged to be of like choose sides or whatever.
No, I don't. I do not want to have any person relying on me and my time and my decisions for their happiness.
Oh, okay.
Yes,
I
understand.
want
And good for you because it's not happening anyway, and you should not be relying on anybody else because I've been trying for 30 years and I haven't gotten that yet. So, this is an unending conversation friendship, frenemy, enemy, passive aggression, straight out aggression, as we saw in this episode.
yeah.
We will not name
seriously.
from whom. It became somehow a division of sex and men and women, and oh my god, this episode went all over, and I can't wait to hear what everybody thought of everything. But as we end our every episode with a round of good grades with Garg, so too we will end this round with good grades with Garg, where each Garg gives another Garg an A grade for the winning moment, for the mic drop moment of the episode. And who wants to go first?
I want to go first.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm gonna give the A grade to Dad and Baya for Dad, I thought it was just funny when you said who is Stephen Curry and Baya came with the reaction. And then for Baya, I thought your point about
Who is he, by the way?
he's a
Dude,
basketball player.
it's so bad that you don't know that.
And for Baya, I'm giving you my A grade because I think that the point you made of that people behind your back typically view you as somebody who's powerful. I thought that was a good point, and I hadn't thought about that before.
Yeah.
Oh my god, I've said it so many times.
I've never said it.
I literally
swear
said
to God.
if somebody is talking about you behind your back, that means they are behind you. That is a very well known quote. Anyway, who else wants to go on the A
I'm
grade?
gonna give my A grade to Veer because I have had friendship drama in the past where I've sometimes felt very isolated. Like, oh my gosh, what if I don't have friends? Like, I don't know how to deal with this situation. And Veer would always pick up my calls and remind me that, life is bigger than this and there's other things to focus on than just this. I think it's easy. Frenemy stuff, it's so easy to get. Drama is so addictive. Drama is so addictive. And
That
sometimes
You mean
True.
trauma or drama?
drama with a D.
Drama. D.
Like I think sometimes you need somebody who's a little bit outside of like your immediate social circle to kind of slap you with reality and say, this is not important. This is actually not important at all. And Veer's always done that for me.
Got it.
I'm going to
Brit-
give my A grade to Zoya for sharing how she felt often with respect to me. I think it was a courageous thing to have done. And I will take it into advisement as well for future behavior.
I'm gonna give my A grade to Veer because he executed a perfect. We're talking about two different things here, and that's such a difficult tactic to execute, and it can be very lying based.
You know,
but,
it's because your mother is
he
a lawyer.
used it-
It's very hard to
He
argue with
used
her.
it truthfully, and I know other people use it as a mechanism, but you use it truthfully and accurately, and I'm proud of you for that.
Literally every episode I don't get an A grade. Every single one, somehow I'm the villain, somehow I'm the central character. I will take the higher road because that's what I do. This episode I give my A grade to Bridge because the point that a lot of this is just basic human nature and you can't read negativity into everything is well taken, and whether true or not is a better way to live. It's a better way to think somebody is just being human than to think they're coming after you, because the other one way you're a paranoid mess
Yes.
and one way you're like, you know what, you can't control this, there's no point dwelling on this, which is exactly how I feel after this round of good grades with Gargs. I cannot control what this family says or does. If they never see all the million sacrifices that I've made, all the
Oh
months
my.
and months that I carried each child and breastfed them, if they choose not to see it, there's nothing I can do about that. And that's
Also, you didn't breastfed everyone. Some of
I
two
did.
of the
What
two
are
of
you
the three.
What
two
are
of
you
the three
talking
wasn't
about? You have
formula.
no shalab. You went to sleep at 7 o'clock every time.
And also, one
You
of
have
them you breastfed for
nothing.
longer, and the others shorter.
Okay, all right. I'm gonna anyway. Please, people, we want to hear who you give your A grade to. What you think? Do you have a frenemy in your life? Bring your frenemy. Send your frenemy this episode and see what they
What?
think about you. Let's cause some trouble. Let's cause some drama. This has been such a fun episode for us. We hope you enjoyed it. And until we meet again, everybody say bye.
Bye.